I'm excited to announce our upcoming Strike for Cause Witness Preparation and Voir dire seminar. In this seminar, you'll have an opportunity to not only learn the tools and techniques of effective witness preparation and voir dire, but actually get to practice them. Now, here's the thing about witness preparation and voir dire. It is actually very simple. It's very simple, but very hard to do. It's simple because all that's required in order to do effective witness preparation or voir dire is to ask good questions, listen to the answers, and then do the appropriate follow-up questions and listen to those answers. So if it's so simple, why is it so hard to do? And the answer to that is really listening is a skill set. It's a skill set that has to be practiced. Like any other skill, whether it's swimming or playing tennis, you cannot learn it through watching a video. You can't learn it from listening to a lecture. You have to learn it by doing it. And we really get no training in law school, for the most part, or in our practice of how to be a good listener or how to do the appropriate follow-ups once you've listened. That's why this seminar is so unique. And it grew out of a need that we saw. For many, many years, we would write appropriate questions, really, really effective questions. We would talk to the lawyers that had hired us. We would have a strategy laid out. And then whenever we get into the courtroom, a couple of things sometimes happened. Sometimes the lawyer would freeze and be a deer in the headlights. And then the panel would also be nervous, and then you'd have a dead panel. Sometimes lawyers would revert to old ways of doing things that we've long know are not effective. And so we started thinking about, like, well, how do we bring this to the next level? And that's when we started doing mock voir dires. Now, mock voir dire is very different from a mock trial. A mock trial, you have to recruit people from the community. You do presentations, and then you find out what they think about the case. In a mock voir dire, you're not interested in what the individuals who are the participants actually think about the case. You're interested in the lawyer getting better at the skill. And so we found that we could hire actors to play the part of your worst jurors on any case. And that way, the lawyers got the opportunity to stand up in front of live human beings, ask questions, get a typical response of what you would expect from a juror from our years and years of experience, and then learn how to do the follow-ups. So we started doing those, and if you think about it, it's a little crazy that lawyers haven't always been doing this. If you were to play any sport and say, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a whiteboard, and then we'll mark out and draw out the plays on the whiteboard. And everybody discusses the plays, and everybody understands the plays. And then we're going to go out in the field, and we're going to play the game. We're going to play the Super Bowl. But no one has actually practiced the play together. It's absurd when you think about it. And yet, lawyers in courthouses all across America are doing something very similar. So out of that experience of doing mock voir dires and seeing just, of course, the obvious incredible results you get from people practicing, we developed the seminar. So in the seminar, there are exercises where people actually get to practice the skill of listening. Day one is a lecture, like you would have at a typical CLE, But in addition to the lecture that you would have as a CLE, we have exercises where people get to practice. And then day 2 is entirely voir dire practice. We will hire a group of actors who have been given talking points or essentially a script of the things that we know that real jurors say in a real case. And then the lawyers asking questions that I've written, so we know they're good questions, will get to stand up and practice asking the questions, listening to the answers, and following up in a master class setting. And what that means is that everyone gets to learn from one another. We found the master class setting is so effective because people will have the same struggles and challenges. And one person will learn something from someone else without having to make all those same mistakes themselves. Our past seminars have gotten rave reviews from the participants. Those skills are being used by those participants in real courtrooms now with excellent results. I want to tell you, this is my passion. I love picking juries, I love working with lawyers, but passing on the knowledge that I've acquired over these years is something that is truly gratifying and inspiring. I hope to have you in my seminar. It is limited to 15 people, first come, first serve. The limitation is such that we have to limit it in order for everybody to have an opportunity to stand up and participate. So I would recommend that you sign up earlier than later. I hope to see you soon.